What is up, y'all? This is Travis, aka The Raw View. Welcome to Project Wifey build log number 4. Really quick, I wanted to give a shout out to all my sponsors. Corsair for providing the case, the RAM, and the power supply. EVGA for supplying the graphics card. PlayAsia.com for providing the CPU. Ice Mods for providing the cables and the LED lights. And Titan Rig for supplying the pump and reservoir combo. Links to all my sponsors can be found in the description below. So when going to paint this case, I wanted this case to somewhat be girly still, right? But I also want it to be something that my wife likes. And so I went through a couple different test pieces, showed her a couple different colors, try to figure out what she likes, what she doesn't like. And I think this actually is going to end up being the best option. Now, when I first envisioned doing this build, I envisioned it being white with glitter inside, kind of have this white glitter effect. Now, the problem with that is that white and glitter are two conflicting things when it comes to paint, I found out. So if you did white, right, and then you put glitter on it, it's really, really hard to see the glitter. And it's really, really hard. And I've tried Dupicolor's FX. I tried the glitter blast. I tried a bunch of different glitter techniques. It's just really, really hard, especially if you're doing white glitter. Now, if you do purple glitter, you can clearly see the glitter on the white, but then it doesn't look right. Especially if it doesn't come out even. The contrasts are just so off that it just looks like a kid's, took a bunch of glue glitter and smudged it on the thing. Because glitter out of cans it doesn't come out even. So unless it's Dupicolor's FX, because the glitter particles are so small, it comes out nice and even. So anyways, what I thought I was going to do for this build paint job wise isn't what I ended up doing. Instead, I ended up doing this. I'm going to show some footage. The footage isn't the greatest. It was shot on my cell phone. Part of the reason why was because I'm the one who's actually doing all the painting, and so my fingers were just covered in paint, and I was trying to time and paint different pieces, and I just didn't have time to set up my camera and actually do it and wash my hands in between. It wasn't happening. So I did shoot some footage from my cell phone, so I'm going to show you guys that now and kind of take you guys through the process. First thing is that you need to mask everything. So I masked the outside of the computer case, the inside of the computer case, and I also did no masking actually on the plastic pieces because I didn't need to. Next, you have to basically prep the surfaces. So that means clean the surfaces and sand them, and then clean them again, use a tack rag. I did sand every single piece in this build, and I actually used this Dupicolor primer. It's actually one of my favorite primers on the market. I will show you a video of it here so you can see exactly what can I actually use. The reason why I like this one is because it can take out light scratches. It's sandable afterwards. Not all primers are. Next, you want to do your base coat. The base coat for this build was actually the silver coat. So I used Dupicolor's metal cast ground coat to basically come up with this silver metallic look. Now, I actually really like how the metal cast looks as an underlayer when compared to something more like chrome. Their chrome color looks too flat, if that makes sense. The metal cast ground coat kind of is a two-edged sword. It comes out with this really looks like metal. I don't know how to explain it. It has almost a texture look to it. It actually does come out kind of texturized. It's really hard to get an even coat, but that's why it's a ground coat. It's not meant to be the top coat ever. So it's not going to be a perfect finish almost ever. You're going to see lines. It's one of those cans that's really hard to get something that looks like a finished coat. So don't expect that from that can. You want to just get it down, and then you'll see what I'm about to do. So the next step, after you get your base coat down, right? I did about 3 to 4 layers of the silver. Let it dry. Let it dry for an hour or even longer. You want it at least dry to the touch. You can wait longer if you want. You can wait a whole day if you want. But after it's dried, I only waited probably an hour to 2 hours on every single panel. After it dries, what you want to do is you want to paint it black. And this is kind of tricky because you have to find the right paint. What I found was that the Dupicolor black acrylic paint, enamel acrylic paint, does not work with this technique. It does not work with this technique. This paint right here does not work with this technique. You have to use a paint that will stick to the plastic. Okay, so in this case, the rust aluminum enamel acrylic black sticks to plastic like perfectly. It's great. For some reason, the Duplicolor just did not work out at all. So that's important to keep in mind if you try to do this. You have to find the right paint. You need to do test samples. So I did plenty of test samples to know this. So anyways, you paint it all black. And the one thing that I really like about the rust aluminum one is how thick it comes out. It's really easy to get it in one pass, and that's really important because by getting it in one pass basically allows you to take saran wrap, basically plastic wrap that you would see like from the grocery store right here. You basically lay that down over the black and you pat it down, like you really hit it. Like, I mean, when I say hit it, I mean you need to just push it all in, just smack that thing like really hard. It's really weird because if you don't do that, what will happen is you will get black left over, if that makes sense, and so you won't get any real chrome areas or silver areas. You'll get gray areas. So you just have to just pat it really hard. Just trust me, it works. Then peel it off, and then when you peel it off, you end up with this gorgeous effect. Then what I use after is Duplicolor's FX clear coat. Now this is like a clear coat with like a glitter, and I really love the way that it comes out. It's amazing. So I did about 2 to 3 coats on every single panel. Thought that worked out great. And then on the outside panels, just for some extra protection, I did about 3 clear coats on top of that. So anyways, that's how I did it. That's how I got this paint job. Now what's really cool is then after you get this black and silver layer done, clear coat it, you can do this. You can tint it. So basically at any point later on, if whatever, she doesn't like the color of the build, I can just easily paint it blue, paint it purple or whatever, and still have that really cool pattern underneath. So that's one of the really cool advantages of kind of doing this technique. You're not even limited in like your color choices after you kind of get the pattern down. So what's really cool about the FX glitter is how it reacts to light. And so I'm really excited to get the LED lights into the computer and see how that all reacts with the lights going off in the computer. And the last thing is that I got my cables. So these are the Ice Mod cables that I'm going to be using for this build. They are gorgeous. They're white, black, and almost this metallic gray look. It's really cool. It's going to fit this theme perfectly. I am so excited. They did such a good job. Every single cable is perfectly measured. I am super happy with these cables. I am really happy with the way that they match the build already. So I can't wait to kind of just get these cables in here. And look at the new cable combs they come with. It comes with like these cable combs that are like pre-attached onto them already. So you don't actually have to like try to slide on cable combs. I absolutely love that. These cable combs are awesome. Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of the paint job. Let me know what you guys think of the cables, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.